sitting as an outsider, not understanding, missing out on the joy that I thought, listen to this, was somewhere else. See that happiness that even in bad situations you still got joy? See, I thought you had to have this or that, or be in this position to own that, or drive that, or wear that, to be really happy. But he through a process of elimination, not by keeping me from those things, but he let me go on and try those things in. If you think that's where happiness is, go on and have it. Go on and enjoy yourself, because he knew that those things would let me down in the end. This is how, listen to this, he brings us to a place to stand with a shoulders squared up and be like, I'm convinced. I don't care if you get mad with me because this is where I stand. I don't care if you don't agree with me. I'm standing on what I know. There's a different attitude when you know that you know that you know. See, if I know based on what you told me, then there could be some evidence brought up that could make me second guess you. If it's based on me hearing it from somebody else, secondhand knowledge. Because we all suspect. You know, sometimes you get to rolling and you add a couple things into it. We suspect. But because it's not based on a secondhand information, it's based upon, and listen to this, this is what must happen for us to be brought to believe. The Spirit must come to take the things that somebody is saying about Jesus. The Spirit must come and overwhelm my heart so that not only just do I hear what's being said, but I see what they're saying. Did you catch that? I see what you're saying. See, the word, when the Spirit comes, gives sight. It's no longer just words. See, I remember hearing the Bible when I was younger in my darkness, and it was just words. I was just, I hear it, okay, but I didn't get what they was getting. I don't understand. That don't make me shout. That ain't making me want to run. What do you mean? That's why I thought it's like, what are they doing? But when the Spirit came, and then the Spirit comes in revelation of our experiences, meaning I go through some stuff, my back against the wall, can't make it out. Tried to get some help, couldn't get no help. And all of a sudden, God comes in and gets me out of a situation that I knew I couldn't get myself out of. And then now when it's over here and somebody gets to talking about, God will make a way, you can say, yes, sir. I know he will. Yes, sir. And now you can join in the praise party because you're in agreement with what's being said. And so there are times when God will corner us in line with our situations to bring us to that place, listen to this, to push praise up out of us. Because he is good regardless if I'm experiencing it by my own feelings or not, whether I know it or not. See, I saw what God did in the heart of my daughter even today. She got up talking about the heaviness. And God worked it out where she would get up here to sing and say, well, welcome and come on in. And he pushed out. See, that wasn't just somebody singing a song. That was a heart that was in communion with God. And he pushed praise, listen to this, not only out of her, but out of us as well. Because the Spirit took us in. And we saw what the words of that song mean. Welcome. This place into this broken vessel. Because you desire to dwell in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands. As we lift our hearts and offer up this praise. I'm about to throw. My goodness. As we offer up this praise unto your name. As we get back to the text, these brothers was brought to that place where they were convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that there's no other place that I can run to, no other place that I can go. Now, I want to take us back to something because this conversation didn't start right where it was. Go back, John chapter 6. Let's start at verse number 25. Let's start at verse number 25. I'm going to actually start at 24, and it says this. When the people therefore saw that Jesus was not there, neither his disciples, they also took shipping and came to Capernaum seeking for Jesus. And when they had found him on the other side of the sea, they said unto him, Rabbi, when camest thou, or when did you get here? And Jesus answered and said, Verily, verily, I say unto you, you seek me not because you saw the miracle, but because you did eat of the loaves and were filled. Now look at the scenario. You have some people looking for Jesus. That they search and they sail on a ship across the water to look for him. Yes, and when they got to Jesus, they asked, when did you get here? And notice Jesus didn't even answer that question. He went straight to the heart of the matter. He said, you are looking for me not because you saw the miracles. And notice what the miracles were supposed to do. The miracles were supposed to testify that he is the one that you've been waiting on the whole time. When the Messiah comes, he's going to tell us all things. That everything that we need to know, everything that needs to be done for us as people, he's going to accomplish that. And so he had just performed the miracle of feeding the 5,000. He had just walked up on the water to get to his disciples in the midst of some troubled situations. And he said, when they got there, they asked him, where you been? And when did you get here? He didn't even deal with that situation. He said, the only reason you're looking for me is because you ate the loaves and you ate the fish. There are some people that will only look for Jesus when it's going to satisfy their own needs. See, this is where he begins to snuff out the kingdom. Because remember, he said, let the wheats and the tare grow together. Don't you even worry about that. I'll separate the true from the false. I'll separate the ones that just using my name and they don't think nothing about me. Ain't got no heart for me. And I'll show you the ones that really love me. Overwhelmed by my beauty and my glory. That they put me above anything else. He says, don't worry about that. He says, look, he said, the only reason you chasing me, pursuing me, is because you were satisfied naturally. And you're coming back to get some more. Ain't that what we do when we go to a good restaurant? I'm coming back. But you notice that all of that fullness, that feeling of satisfaction, it runs right on out. Runs right on out. I've tried various things to find satisfaction in, from weed to other things, thinking that those things will be the source of contentment and rest and joy and happiness and peace and excitement and fulfillment. But none of those things can do me the way Jesus has done me. Listen to this. I'm talking about down on the inside. I ain't talking about my outward. I'm a millionaire. Big house, no worries. Life is cool, no stress. Everything worked out. It's all good. No, I'm not in that position. I'm in a position with the state I'm in, I'm content. Because he is on my side, and I know it. See, that's the other thing. Not only is he on my side and I'm ignorant of it, but I know he on my side. I know he's for me, listen to this, in spite of me. Like I ain't got it all together, ain't worked it all out, but I know he is for me. And he working on my behalf. This is why I can have peace in the midst of chaos. He got me. I don't know how it's going to work out, when it's going to work out. But he got me. Because I go back to his track record. I seen him do that. Yeah, that time back there, he did that too. And then he did that when I got wrapped up in time, and he did that. And then that's it. Yeah, I can't forget that one. Yep, he did that one too. And now as I'm faced with this one, I look at that one and square my shoulders back. And I say, Lord, how are we going to work this one out? He want to bring us to a place of faith. And he said,